Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the boy KD coming at you again with another One Piece manga chapter review. And I gotta say, this week didn't really impress me all that much. Now, I know for some of you probably rather enjoyed it, but for me personally, I really didn't take to it that well. I mean, it left me feeling empty, if you will. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the chapter wasn't good. It just didn't do it for me. Now, this week's chapter came a little bit early. Not sure why it came early, but it decided it wanted to drop early. So here we are on Thursday, giving you the One Piece chapter review for chapter 932, the Shogun and the Courtesan. Now, we open up with, first and foremost, one of my things that I'm not too excited about. Just like last week's cover page, this week's cover page was another request, and somebody requested that Odin draw. Dang, please forgive me, unprofessional of me. Caesar writing some letters while goats eat it. Why? Like, why? I'm not even understanding that. And in all honesty, they wasn't even letters. They was actually more flyers or posters or even a resume, if you will. Because he wasn't sending it out to nobody. And there was some posted up on the wall behind him as the goat people, because the goats, they're dressed up in suits. They're eating the work. And I know he see them eating what he's doing. And on one of them, it says, genius is seeking employment. We'll make you weapons of mass destruction. If you're interested, please contact Caesar Clown. The man's looking for something to do. Okay, now I'm not sure how canon this is to the story because again, it was requested by somebody that to draw this, but then again at the same time, the last time we seen Caesar, he was with Capone as Garbino, but I'm not sure if he's still with Capone or not, but either way, this cover page, it didn't sit well with me, just like last week's. But anyway, getting on into the chapter, in which I have to state right now to let you know, we do not get any continuation from last week's chapter where Sanji went in on page 1. And I would have liked to get some kind of closure to that because I understand cliffhangers and all, but this cliffhanger is an unnecessary one. Like it could have been continued in this week, even if you only gave us a page or two in terms of what happened next with Sanji, Law, Frankie, and Usopp. But we're not getting that. This whole chapter covers the happenings with everything going on in Orochi's castle in the Flower Capital. And that's where we open up at, showing Orochi's castle sitting on top of the hill by the Sakura tree. And we cut in and we see everybody partying, and this is when we get to find out who the lady been during each act, the start of Wano and the start of Act 2 for this arc that plays a little Japanese guitar. I'm not sure what it's called. I meant to look it up, but I forgot because I had to fix me some breakfast. I was hungry. It was good. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. But anyway, so it's actually the courtesan, Kimura Sake. She actually puts on this mask while she plays this song. And even one of the guys that's there at the party, he wonders, I wonder why she always put this mask on. Me personally, I'm thinking maybe she's hiding something. Maybe she's hiding that she's crying or, some kind of smirk. I don't know, because I'm thinking that maybe her mother used to play it for them, her and her brother, because again, like I said last week, I'm believing Kimura Sake is the younger sister to Momo. Now, I know it might seem difficult to understand that right now, but if you've been reading and keeping up, you would know that, Momo is actually a lot older than what he is. If I remember correctly, I want to say he's 28, and Kimura Sake, I think she's 26. So, yeah. So, it'll all pan out later on once you get to understand that, Momo, Kinemon, and Kanjuro, and Raizo, they're all from the past. They're, from 20 years in the past. In which we're going to touch on that later on in the chapter. But anyway, so yeah, she's playing, got everybody dancing and drinking and all happy and stuff. And then we cut over to Robin, who, if you remember from last week, she was caught by the ninjas. The 11, 12 ninjas. I want to say it was 11. Yeah, 11 ninjas. And the leader, he's still saying, listen, I'm going to give you a chance to give me the reason why. If you tell me the truth, you'll have a swift, painless death. But if you lie, you're going to go through excruciating torture. Now, Robin's pretty, but Robin's hard. Like, she's had a hard life, so I'm pretty sure that she's experienced a lot of torture in her life, and I'm pretty sure she don't want to go through it again. But if she had to, I don't think Robin would be one of those to speak, even if they did torture her. So, but Robin being who Robin is and thinking quick on her feet, she goes, Oxley boy, I'm tracking the flow of money in the flower capital. And immediately the leader says, capture. And, that's what the other ninjas do. They capture her. They got a rope around her, throw some ninja stars at her. I think I even seen a shuriken or something holding her down. But, they capture her. And, one of the ninjas says, complete. Oxley boy has, is showing up in the capital. So I'm not sure if that's saying that they believe Robin is Oxley boy, or if they, saying that Oxley boy, is already in the capital. You're lying because, why not be after him? Why be tracing money here? So I'm not quite sure what that went. Normally I read another translation to get a better understanding of things, but the app that I normally use to read my mangas is a bit behind. I'm not sure what's going on with them. They've been messing up lately. But either way. But Robin, she releases a clone. We find out that it is a clone. And in which, the flower petals, and, all the ninjas, they like, what the hell? And the leader's like, don't be bothered by it. Understand, whether it's, ninjutsu or fairy magic. I'm not quite sure what fairy magic is, but I'm guessing that's what they refer to the devil fruits as, fairy magic. Because I remember Kinemon saying that it's some sort of magic that, they believe in one of what devil fruits are. They just feel that, they got some kind of magic going on with them. So that could be what he's referring to. But either way, he tells the ninjas, go capture her. We can't let her escape. And during this time, while Robin's trying to make her getaway, she pulls out what looks like a stick that may be some sort of altered Denden Mushi. Not quite sure here because it has little antenna things that, the eyes that normal Denden Mushi have. But then again, at the same time, it's wrapped around a stick. So I'm not quite sure what this is, but she communicates with Nami, Shinobu, there we go, Shinobu, and Bone Kichi, which that's Brooke. Bone Kichi is Brooke, and letting her know that she's been found out. She, she won't be able to get the information in which that she was looking for. And Brooke, he's devastated by it because he's like, look, listen, I'm gonna ride for you, Robin, but look, I was excited that I got to do something other than just go gather food. So that's what Brooke been doing this entire time. I'm thinking he's been scaring people so he can get food. Not sure why people are having picnics and whatnot in the cemetery, but I don't know. So yeah, but before Robin can make it out of the castle, Orochi spots her and says, hey, why are you all the way over there? Come join the party. And Robin, quick thinking, says, that's the best way to hide a leaf is amongst a forest full of trees. So Robin goes in, to the party with everybody else. And as she's approaching, Orochi's like, "You're so beautiful, I need to make you my consort." Now, last time I checked, I believe a consort means maybe chambermaid or something like that there, or, maybe just personal lady that, hangs out with him. I'm not quite sure. Again, I didn't really get to look up much because I had to cook breakfast. So I apologize for lack of information in this video. But, and Kimura Sake, she puts on this pouty face saying, "You're so mean," because she's sitting there next to Orochi. And, Orochi tells her, "Look, babe, you're beautiful too, but, I'm a man, trust me, I got more than enough to handle the both of you." Orochi, that's how he feels. At least that's what I would be saying, because me personally, yeah, I got enough to take on both of you. You know what I'm saying? I got enough to take on every woman here at the party. That would be me, if I was there, But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so, but, they continue having the party, and they I guess you could say Kimura Sake and Orabi is what she's known by. They're having kind of a competition trying to get Orochi's attention, in which, again, like I said, Kimura Sake, I believe that's Momo's sister, so I think she's trying to get in good to get into, Orochi's chamber so she can off him, whereas Robin, she's still trying to find information and blueprints of Kaido's castle, and in which Robin asks, Orochi about, Kaido's castle, and when Orochi starts to say this, Kimura Sake, yet again, she starts off, being all pouty and needy and stuff of that nature, the irritating side of women. Sorry, ladies, it just saying that it is just a bit irritating when you, trying to be all pouty when I'm trying to hold a conversation or trying to do something, But anyway, so, yeah, they're going back and forth, and, people saying, "Oh, there's no stopping Kimura Sake when she gets like this," and another guy says, "Yeah, but, it's the other side of her that makes me not want to deal with her." So I'm not sure if this is her other side or whether they're talking about something else, but that gets, cleared up later on in the chapter. Sorry, I keep looking down. Zeus is right here, and he's sniffing and licking my floor. Not sure why. Dumb dog. Anyway, so yeah. Then Orochi starts talking to Kiroshu, who is Yakuza leader in Wano. In Wano, and he's talking about how he sent out his men to go crush, Sanji, for assaulting his guys, and Kirosu, he goes on to say, "Well, look, listen, what would you do if you came home and one of your kids was beaten to a pulp, And Roger's like, "Yeah, you gotta flatten the competition, the opposition, with absolute strength, to prove that, you're strong and you're a ruler, so I commend you for that, and then he goes and say, even if they are just ghosts." And everybody, all the men in the party goes, "Hey, oh, here we go again." So Orochi goes to talking about how 20 years ago, when Odin died, the former ruler of the Kuri district, King Odin, when he died, his wife, said that in 20 years, the Kosuke clan will be back to get their revenge. And he's saying this year is the 20th year now that, so it's to be expected that something is going down. Everybody's saying, "Oh, Orochi, look, listen, it's nothing, they're dead." And Orochi's like, "Yeah, I know, I witnessed Odin death, with my own eyes. I'm the one who took him down, stuff of this nature." But he's saying, "Look, listen, since then we've had the Sober make attack, we've had Wandering Romy to make attack, that's Zoro, he cut down one of the Yakuza members, at the beginning when we first got to Wano. And other things been going on, over in the Curve region, in which Kaido handled that, but it's still people making it. And he thinks Kinemon is behind it because they did not find bodies of Kinemon nor Momo, in which he says Momo's still alive. And when this is said, Robin and Kimura-san, they both shown, and they're like, why'd you bring the Momo? So that's why, that goes further into making me believe that Kimura-san is Momo's sister. So, Kimura Sake. I'm sorry. Kimura Sake is Momo's sister. And, but anyway, and so, everybody, they have their own thoughts saying that I would laugh at him, but, he would kill me because, that's just who he is. But, this is ridiculous. They dead. We ain't seen them in years. I wish they was around. Hiroshu, he's saying that if Kinemon was around, he would love to, go against him because he used to roll heads. So, I think we're going to get a fight between him and Kinemon, which would be interesting. I think they will put on a good showing, being that they're both swordsmen. But then again, we might not even get that because Otaku, in which, as if you remember from a few chapters ago, she's the girl. Guess you could say she's a geisha in training under Kimura Sake. She's kind of like her personal aide, if you will. She starts laughing, but she laughs at everything. So and that's what everybody at the party is saying. Odin, please, don't pay no attention to it. The girl, she laughs at everything. She's just a child. Please don't do this. But he's having none of it because he believes, this is what I truly believe. He believes that on this year, shit gonna go bad for him. Okay? In which I hope shit do go bad for him because, in all honesty, like, he hasn't really done anything to me that really just sits bad with me personally, outside of, just a few things that he's done before we got to see it with our own eyes. Because we haven't get to see him do none of this. But he just seems like a prick and an asshole and a coward, in all honesty, in which a lot of the men, they were saying that he's a coward. So that's what I believe. I believe he is a coward. He may be powerful in his own right, but I still think he's a coward, and I don't like him. But anyway, so Otaku, she's laughing, okay? And Kimura Sake, she, says, Lord, please show mercy. She's just a child. He's like, you hush, I don't care who it is, I'm cutting them down because I don't take this. So Robin, she gets ready to do something, but before she can, Kimura Sake quickly shoots over and slaps the piss out of Orochi. Like you could tell that it shook him to his core. Now, whether it was because she's strong or whether it was because he's shocked, he was shook. He was legit shook, and everybody was shook. And they were saying, oh, Korsan, what are you doing? Grind your head into the floor and beg for forgiveness. But she's like, no, I will not bow to anyone when I believe that I'm right. When I'm in the right, I bow to no one. I commend her for it. Now we get to see in which all those theories, well, not necessarily theories, but everybody thought that she's going to turn out to be a good guy in the end. And which, that's what I'm thinking this is. She has to be a good guy. Like I said, she has to be Momo's sister. It only makes sense. But she stands there and protects Otaku. So, yeah. And Odin's like, you whore, how dare you do this to me? And this is when we get to see Orochi's true, well, I ain't gonna say his true form, but I guess his devil fruit form, in which he is an 8-headed serpent, looks like dragon, some busted ass looking ones at that. So he's very cartoonish. His regular character is very cartoonish, and his devil fruit looks cartoonish as well. So I wasn't too excited for that. I mean, I'm excited to find out that, he actually does have 8 heads in his devil fruit form, but wasn't nothing really just to be excited about. But anyway, so Robin grabs Otaku and she heads out, but the ninja spot her, and I'm just calling him Kiro because look, listen, these names, they fuck me up, okay? Like, they fuck me up. But Kiro, anyway, Kiro, he's standing there, he get ready to take his sword out, say, now this is going to be a bloodbath. So, I'm not sure what's going on here, but like I said, I think he's a good guy too because, Kimura Sake, she is from his brothel. So, and he was telling not Odin, Orochi earlier, in the chapter that, don't talk about women like that because Orochi was saying, you've tamed her well. He was saying don't talk about women as if they're pets or anything of that nature. They're delicate flowers that if you water and nurture them, they will grow right. And he was saying if your water was clean, you would have the same thing. So he's a good guy too, I guess. Either way it goes, he's definitely down for Kimura Sake. Either way it goes, he's going to ride with her. So I'm guessing he's going to be on the side of the good, not necessarily saying that he's good because you got to think about it. He's a youth. Anyway, he's leader of the bandits of the gang. Okay, look, listen, my mind fucked up right now. Y'all, please forgive me, and please excuse language. But yeah, either way it goes, it's showing that we're going to get some excitement here in the castle, and we are getting some excitement. So whether we find out the conclusion to all this next week, I don't know, because like I said, I figured this week we would have been gotten the conclusion to what was going on last week, but we didn't. So, it is what it is. Like I said, we get to find out, we get to see Orochi's form. We don't get a name or anything like that for it. So, maybe we get that next week. I don't know. But I got to give this chapter a 3 out of 5 because, like I said, it wasn't bad. It was okay. It wasn't, wasn't necessarily good. It was okay. So, that's just my opinion on it. You can read it for yourself if you haven't already read it. And, hey, if, you feel like it was a good chapter, let me know down in the comments below. Give me your reasons why you thought it was a good chapter. Give me your reason why you thought it was a bad chapter. We can discuss this as much as you like. But that's going to be it for this video today. This has been your boy KD. And always remember, like, share, subscribe, spread the message of your boy. Until next week, see you next time.